game, quality few additions. And we can match them. Like if we bring in a declaration midfield with Partey or Xhaka, I will bring in a striker who is more later than Jesus. Yeah, we can match Manchester City in the face-off. They are not as extensively superior to all the other teams, the way the media and some of you are pushing it. They are not. Now, let's look at some statistics to prove my points. Now, over 38 games, right? They won 28. Arsenal won 26. Some of you say in the last 2 or 3 games, because they were assured of the Premier League, they decided to take their leg of the gas. Okay, I'll give you that in 2 games. So, but the statistics you showed, they won 28 games, we won 26. They drew 5, Arsenal drew 6. They lost 5, Arsenal lost 6. Now, let's go to something significant that I've been looking at. Manchester City scored 94 goals. Arsenal scored 88 goals. So they had 6 more goals. They scored 6 more goals better than Arsenal. Now, let's look at goal concession, goals against. They conceded 33 goals. Arsenal considered a whooping for 3 goals. That's not good enough. Now, Manchester United in third place conceded 43 goals, same thing. And Newcastle conceded 33 goals as Manchester City. What does that show you? It shows you that our goal concession was our Achilles heel. And if you look back to matches like the one against Manchester United at Old Trafford, where it conceded 3 silly goals against the run of play, you need to cut that out. The game against Southampton that we considered 3 silly goals. Even though Saliba was not playing, Holding was in that match, we need to cut that out. If you look at the silly goals we considered at West Ham, when we're leading comfortably at 2 goals, I will give it 2 silly goals. We need to cut that gone out. The goals we considered at Anfield, we're leading 2-0. You need to cut that out. So if you look at it and analyze the whole thing, you can see that the narrative being pushed, and if you look at how the games went, is not totally true. I'm not saying Manchester City are not a juggernaut. They are not imperious. I am saying they are catchable. They are very, very catchable. Now, if you look at the squad, defensively, individually, you have some of the best defenders. Saliba is, for me, arguably the best young defender in the world. Gabriel Magalhaes, if it was English, people will be hyping him. People will say he has a few bottom moment. But come on. Most defenders at his age who have a few, he's still a developing defender, but he's still one of the best left-sided defenders in the world. Not only in England, in the world. Juve wanted him. If today Gabriel Magalhaes is off for sale, top teams will come for him. Tomiyasu, even though he has an injury problem, is one of the best backup defender. Look at Ben White as a right back, fantastic. As a center half, which is his primary duty, is very fantastic. So we need to just cut out those silly goals. Now, the midfield for me is where the problem lies. Partey is at the tail end of the season tailed off like a bad fart. He wasn't giving those performances he was giving in the first part of the season. So we need to bring in a better and a younger 6 to compete with Partey, so Partey can come up from the bench in some games, right? Because we know we're going to be playing the UEFA Champions League this time and the league. Now, 6, we are not sure if Xhaka is going or not. It was set in stone that was going. Now we're hearing rumors that he might stay. We don't know which is which, but we need to improve on Xhaka. That midfield, we need to sort out the physicality and the athleticism. Then, on a face-off game with the likes of Manchester City, we can go toe-to-toe with them. I expect Saka to improve. Like I said, he's not a world-class player yet, and I remain on that for now. He's not a world-class player yet, but he can improve. We've seen the signs that every season he adds more goals and assists. We know Martinelli will do the same thing. He adds more goals and assists. Now, Gabriel Jesus might not be the most lethal striker, but the dynamism he gives to us up front is fantastic. Now, if Arsenal try to go and get a conventional traditional number 9 that is more lethal than Jesus, I'll be happy. But if we don't, he needs to do more and score more dynamic. I am very sure Saka will score more goals and give more assists this coming season. And same thing for what's his name? I'm missing of the names. What's it? Gabriel Martinelli. Sorry, Gabriel Martinelli. So this narrative or noise that Manchester City, nobody in English can catch them, is farcical. The likes of Aston Villa will improve, Liverpool will improve, Manchester United will improve. Next season is going to be tough. Do not fall for this narrative that Manchester City are uncatchable. Now, on paper, they look like that. Look at the squad. Look at the manager. Pep, actually the best manager. It looks like that on paper. But if you look closely, it's not as far as you think. There's this narrative that even without getting 90 points this season,